And now, yeah. Um, AXFTB can't connect. There is something that I forgot about. At least everyone showed up, though. Um, what is this thing called?
To close Discord so I can listen to music while I play this.
What the hell is...
Some
What's going on?
detectives.
Okay. Stopping server. What, did the server glitch? Yeah, I think the server crashed hard. Great, there's tech diffs. Oh, finally it stopped. I guess it might have killed it. Now you gotta wait for it to start up.
What's up? Patience Wood is back.
Patience
Hello.
Wood is back. How are you? I just woke up, by the way. In fact, I'm pretty sure I was asleep when you first showed up on Discord. I had a Doctor Who dream. It was actually pretty fun, though. And it was only like half Doctor Who.
I think I remembered some dream from last night, but I didn't write it down. It was something to do with a game, I think.
Yeah. Is this thing gonna start up? Oh, it's still starting up. What the hell happened here?
Did the memory, like, killed itself or something?
I don't know. Server is still starting up. Did the server glitch? I don't know what's going on. This is dumb. Console. Okay. Did the server is still starting? Maybe this is a bad time to play Minecraft.
It could have been a good time had the server not suddenly done some freaking BS.
The game doesn't want me to have fun right now. Is it hung up? I've never seen it take this long. Stop! Stop the server. Stop it. I just can't. You see, there's a glitch right here. Let's try again. A broken ore dictionary. Come on, load the world. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I'm already dropping F-bombs. And I've not even started the game yet.
Detectives. Oh my god. It's like my initial trying to play that freaking uh Pokemon game.
I think the server crashed, like, and corrupted something.
I hope not.
In which case, we ain't playing Minecraft tonight. But I can't really explain why the hell it's not starting up right now. This is dumb. Error when reading mutation resulting stack is not correct. Agricraft. And then it just has that for a long time. And it's as if like I bet it's hung up. I bet the fucking server's frozen.
Uh, try try restarting the. If you haven't, try like restarting the startup.
Yeah, I did that.
Uh,
Patience would. You need patience to watch this. Okay. No, 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 no. Stop it. What the fuck? I hate this. Fuck this game. We're not playing FTB.
Alright.
What the I'm sorry. I am
Here.
so sorry.
What happened?
I need to get Firefox open so that I can change the... And I also need to get the dashboard, the Twitch dashboard open. Minecraft, but not FTB. We're gonna play another game. Well, I guess you can work on your artwork anyway.
Alright.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault.
It feels like it, though.
It's freaking stupid server BS. It's like, I can't remember what happened last time, but I had problems running that Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I think it couldn't find the ROM, I think, or something like that. But that was another BS that took, like, way too long. I ended up playing it in the end because it turns out it was, like, something stupid. But, yeah.
Well, this is dumb. What the hell is this? At least I can play some modded Minecraft.
Yeah.
Slow Cool is in the Twitch chat.
Heal.
How are you? I just got to... I am so sorry that I spent half an hour tech diffs. They are so much. I hate it. There's just... I want music. So, yeah. I was just going to play FTB. But then, I mean, you saw this. FTB server. The server didn't work. It's like it got hung up on something. I don't know what the hell happened. So, I decided not to. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Where am I? What even is this? This is another world I made on another instance that... It's old, it's like FTB Classic, I guess. But it's only single player. Because it's got back in the day when you had mods that were only single player.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen you play on this world before. Remember you, like, cleared out some more of that, sand basement.
This is the single player, like... This is the streaming world. Also, let me... Oh, come on. Video. It's better. Ah, finally I can see. Let's put the dirt in there. Anyway, about this dream that I had. Can I remember how it started? I don't remember how it started. What is this? I'm so sorry. I can't even concentrate. I'm I'm still waking up.
Yeah.
I've got a headache now, too. Is it... I can't even play. How much does it take to make one of those things? I think it's like... Yeah, there's some rubber right there. Anyway. What happened? Piss off. This is a bad time to stream. I was so enthusiastic.
Yeah. The BS happened like it freaking usually does.
It's like it knows what happened. Like it knows how good it was gonna be, and then it's like, nope, you're not gonna have a good time tonight.
Yeah.
Completely ruining my mood too. That is fucking infuriating. Not only couldn't we play not only could we not play the game, thereby pissing everyone off who was going to watch for that, but also it also means that I have to do more work to fix it later.
Yeah.
And second, and also... I don't remember. What the hell is... I don't feel very good right now, I'm sorry. This stream went from great to 0.
Yeah.
Retro Kraken sup.
Yo, he's in the chat. Yep, he is. Let's scroll down. Patience was not very patient. No.
Clearly.
The tech diffs happened.
Apricot.
Then...
Apricot droop fruit.
That's in Twitch chat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Heard their name before.
A bunch of people who haven't spoken before. Or maybe they're just watching, I don't know. Also, I need to cook this stuff. Just don't mind the deadly lava in the middle of the room. I want to like turn this into some kind of kitchen or something. I don't know.
I forgot you streamed on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Restream. Still have never gotten it.
Brightness movie.
Listening to the Wario World soundtrack again.
I get to have the old playlist again.
Want me to send you more playlists that I find I can?
Yeah.
I can send you the Wario World one. It's pretty good, I think. It's got pretty decent variety in terms of different musics.
Actually, did I just do something dumb there? Yeah. I like the variety of gem picks that I make here. It's like instead of just having one kind, you have a bunch. The Wario World OST. Huh.
I learned about this because I watched the stream that Viddy made like last year of this game. It's got pretty good variety in music.
Let's see. Do we need stairs? Actually, yeah, we do need stairs. The glistening melon, huh? Also, do we have food? Time to make a farm. I'm sick of not having food in the early game in modded Minecraft, in this anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right here just to be annoying and interesting. That's different. I don't know why my torches are all messed up. There's coal in the ground. I want to talk about that dream, but really, I just really. Did you work on anything?
Not really. Aside from some music, it's not really in terms of drawings.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while, but I've also been real busy. I have to catch up because I couldn't finish up a piece of art on time. Because I didn't know what to do for it until the last second.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, currently screwing myself as I speak. But yeah.
I'm not used to streaming. I'm rusty.
Yeah, it's been a while since streams have been like a regular thing.
And that's mainly, well, if you were on more often, we would stream more, but, you know,
Yeah.
there's a very good reason why you haven't.
It's cooling.
However, it is crippling.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder if it's gonna be like this. I can't do it like this. I mean, I am doing it like this right now. That's just kind of the fact.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make me feel good.
Yeah, and I don't know what to say, like, all of my time is basically delegated automatically by whatever they freaking assign. And I have to gauge I already have to, like, freaking gauge my time as it is to make sure that I set up some type of schedule so I can complete things. These past couple of quarters, I've just gotten more and more behind, it feels. And so now I'm really trying to pace myself. It also means not being able to work on anything in the freaking school. But maybe I just have to get faster at it, I don't know.
I should just give up here.
I wouldn't give up, but...
It wouldn't be that bad of an idea.
And streaming is something that I'd still want to do, like, when I get the time to. There's a lot of things that I don't think I'm not gonna do if I get the time to. But it's just not having the time.
Not having the time. I know that, like, you're busy. I'm just gonna be a fucking degenerate like Chris Chan if I don't do anything.
I mean, at least you don't have a Sonic OC. But, yeah, like... I don't know. I hope you find something to do while I'm not, like, actually doing stuff. Like, on stream, etc., etc. But, like, I don't know what else to say other than the fact that freaking college sucks, takes a lot of time, and I've just had to freaking deal with figuring out how to prioritize things. Someone's in the chat. It says Zombie756 says hi. Hello.
Hi. What am I even doing? Oh. I need help on my server. I can't even...
What server do you have? Is it modded? Is it vanilla?
And before...
Is it survival?
I don't know. Do you want to join?
It's really good. It'd be admin. Where's the IP? Be something interesting to check out, but I'm drawing right now.
I need dirt. Actually, yeah, we have mods. Cool. What mods? Wait, there's... Really? Give to you.
Give to you. You're talking about, like, well, if he becomes admin, I guess it makes sense to have also, like, world edit commands, stuff like that.
You can't download.
Talking about the mouse. Sorry, I'm confused.
I'm confused too. You can't download mods. Yeah, but what mods are they? You said you have mods. What are they?
Yeah, what mods do you got on your server?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Server mods. I'm guessing he's talking about like the basic package, which is mainly just world edit and a couple other additional server features.
I don't even know what that is. I mean,
like server organization type features to list players out, to add functionality to certain game mechanics, like the ability to for mini games, stuff like that. I'm assuming.
Yeah. I just barely ran out, actually. Unless you're talking about, like, moderators.
Like, unless you're talking about moderators, that's another thing. It sounds like he got, like, a fancy server.
Maybe you're having the same problem that I'm having. So it's just a regular vanilla server, then. I'll try and look at it. I don't even have any seeds.
Yeah, like, Kargaroc was originally gonna play, just for reference, is that Kargaroc was originally gonna play some, Feed the Beast, a server that we have.
Shizzle and CTM custom menu and Flan custom NPC.
Modern Warfare Seasons voice chat.
It's just a bunch of server-side mods.
Yeah. Stuff NPC. Yeah.
And so as far
bunch
as
of fancy stuff. But yeah, we were gonna play on a server, our own server, Beast, but some freaking stupid directives happened and ended up not happening. Throwing opossums.
do it for you. You know, I'm sorry. Do it for you. Oh, it downloads a bunch of mods for you.
Oh, it's one of those things that, like, auto-downloads?
As far as I can tell.
Nice. Because I know there's some servers that, like, you can't play on if you don't have the mods installed. And there's other servers that just automatically just give those to you.
I get FTB on my server. I get the feeling that English isn't your first language.
Yeah. Sorry if we're having trouble understanding you.
But yeah, my problem with that is that FTB is really big. So asking someone to download it every time they play the game isn't going to be a very smart move.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's more convenient. It's like you never have to keep it updated. But there's a problem. FTB's like you know, 200 megabytes, 300 megabytes, and you have to download it again every time you log into the server. It's kind of like Gmod in that regard.
Yeah.
Maybe it makes sense to do that if you if you're the kind of player that, you know, logs in when you you log in and then play for like 8 hours. You know.
Yeah, if you're like a long player, then I could see that easily being like totally worth it, I guess.
Yeah.
Just wait for it to download once, and then you can play on it. No, I get FTB. No. Alright, so he says, I think he's saying no for it downloading every time you play it.
Guns mod.
So basically, some of the same stuff that's in like GTA server. Yeah, but it sounds like a neat server, but
It does actually.
yeah.
Guns mod on server. No. So you see, you're just confused. Like, why don't you start over from the beginning?
Alright, so
You download mods. Okay.
So it's a server that... Alright. So you can download mods on the server. And I'm assuming you could also play said mods on the server.
Go on Discord, add me. No. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you trolling?
Like, I know, YouTube lag's a thing, but I'm really confused.
I swear, I don't know how the people like Vinny do it.
Yeah, like, I think it's because Vinny's chat goes so fast that, like, he just catches them out of the corner of his eye,
Mm-hmm.
and he just gets lucky that he reads them. But because the server lag and everything, like, it tends to be, like, it's server lag, but the comments are going so fast that he's bound to get one that's slightly current, something that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So he can, like, actually kind of read them in time.
Right.
We got go to freaking retro track and Kraken. Can't speak. Are you zombie retro, or are you just parroting what zombie said? Oh yes. Oh. Oh man, I think Rich. It's been a while since something like that's happening. It's zombie has the hay disease. He's got the hay guy disease. By which I mean he's just a clone of retro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so zombie. Basically,
zombie retro and Tin Devil might be a real person. Hey, Tin Devil.
This guy I got Okay. Fuck you, chat.
OMG,
You're gonna read chat. I'm just gonna say fuck you all.
Oh yeah, I'll read chat for you. I've got it. Say hi to YouTube. Hi YouTube. This is Tina, sorry for the name. Okay, Tina, welcome. We have Retro Kraken and Retro Kraken 2, and Tina, hello. Yes, the Retro Crack guy is also the zombie guy. He's trolling. He's the resident memer.
Now I feel bad, but should I? Maybe I shouldn't feel bad.
I mean, it's just chat.
It is just chat.
You can't control it. What it memes, it memes.
Memes, like obstructive memes. Like
Yeah.
wasting you time memes.
Yeah. Oh,
But then
yes.
again, it's like... Maybe I shouldn't stream after all. Like, if this is how I act.
Once again, I think it just, like, depends on the, like, person, I guess. Well, I don't think someone should, like, not stream if... Like, I think someone should stream if they want to stream, like, if they have fun playing games. And feel like that they want to, like, just show that.
Though it
This
is like...
This is the first time I see a girl live stream. Oh, you're talking about me?
I think so.
I'm not playing the game. The person playing the game is, Kargaroc.
Yeah, I play the game.
And
Unfortunately, you wouldn't play... Like, you can't play the game right now, because it's single player, but... We were going to.
I'm a girl. I'm also a girl. Yeet.
Anyway, how do I do this? How do I do this?
What are you trying to do?
Copper. Okay, I see.
Yeah, but typically, I would also be playing, but, the server was having some major detectives, and it just didn't happen this time.
Yeah. I believe it goes like this. We got an electric
Hit or
circuit.
miss. Please do not say. Do not complete the sentence, please.
You know, I've been listening to this playlist for so long that I know it's fucking quirks.
Yeah, that's why I gave you the Wario.
This is what happens.
We've, like, been listening to the last playlist for like, ever.
At least it's not... This is the second one, by the way.
Ah, okay. Yes, they never miss. Oh my god. Awful, awful memes.
What was the meme?
It's based on a song called Hit or Miss, I think. I'm not sure if that's exactly the name of the song, but it's a song. And it got real popular on Musical.ly, a terrible app for like, young children
Right.
and creepy old guys.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it's a meme that, like, spread from that onto other platforms like Twitter and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just kind of been a little bit cancerous because it's basically a low-tier normie type meme. Like, it's something you'd never see unless, like, you look down into the YouTube comment section and there's like a 50-50 chance nowadays you might see it. But otherwise, if you don't have a Twitter account or any of the good social media, you'd never hear about it. Just like the freaking retro crack and also continuing with the song. But yeah, it's those type of memes. They don't really escape their upbringing, which is on most current social media platforms.
Normie memes?
Yeah. Normie memes.
Do I have power? I need a generator. Oh, what's the lava generator? Oh, what's this? LV pneumatic generator. You know, I did figure out that if you chain a bunch of these together, you can power things with this. I'm tempted to use it.
Ooh. Cert and hit Ted Dab.
Sure, let's do this.
Dab's like one of those normie memes that actually ascended and became like a dank meme for a while.
Oh, so that's the difference. That's what a dank meme is.
Yeah. Like, because, like, you have dank memes, which are memes that get overused, but they've become almost kind of like modern classics. And they typically, like, end up dying, but they keep coming back for some weird reason, hence they're dank. And that's exactly what Dab is. Like, it's dead, it's been overused as frick, but it keeps showing up no matter what. And then you have, like, alright, so Dab is a normie meme that started on, like, normie platforms. Then somehow, which is extremely rare for those type of memes, it actually ascended into, like, the subcultures of the internet, and things like 4chan, the Russian hacker, and so on.
Huh. You know, for some that's supposed to be a, for some that's supposed to be a sound, like, it's a Roland synthesizer, but it has a lot of noise that comes out. Only when you turn it up, though. Game music. Super. No, that's not. Oh my god, I clicked the wrong thing.
Well, time to go to another stream, Mixie. Alright. Goodbye, stream hopper. I wish you well on your quest to find quality.
Is that where it is?
No.
Yeah.
Time to go to another stream, XT. Retro Kraken is a parrot. Gator says, hey.
Hey.
In before. Oh my god. Don't
What?
bother reading the chat. I'll just read the chat whenever. But we're currently being raided by Retro's mini clones.
Retros.
His army of hay.
Yeah.
You have like normal usernames, then you have like freaking obviously a troll usernames.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'd be like the kind of person
Yeah, we're getting
who'd
some freaking special guests in the chat here. Dang.
At least you know how to have fun with this.
Yeah, I'm easily amused by stupid memery. Doesn't take too much.
The funny thing is I like names too, but... Damn. Yeah, I got a generator.
Dude with many names.
Dude with many names, huh?
It's the Dark Link video game leak. How do you get these accounts, Retro, by the way? Like, do you just think of names, or do you just, like, find dead accounts and copycat them or something? It's always been a mystery. Or is there, like, a website that gives you usernames automatically out of a pool?
How did I make these anyway? Okay. Damn, you have to make a stone one, which you used to make a... You have to make a wood one, which you used to make a stone one, which you used to make a iron one. So what happened to the stone? Just popped out of existence when it was replaced by wood. Or whatever. Like,
So
yeah.
it's basically just like any modded Minecraft, where
Like-
eventually, like, you just have to make, like, oh man, all these materials just to make gears.
At least with FTB, it's better because you have the smelter where you can just pour a iron gear if you need it.
Yeah. Deku sticks and do nuts. And arcade.
Yeah. I think this is iron. Now we got an LV pneumatic generator.
These memes and other streamers. That's how I get these names. Ah, I see. We got TG. That makes sense. That's why half of them sound like real names, and the other half sounds just like dank names.
I need
All these names, and still no Sasuke.
biogas engine.
As the German version of the Naruto theme song would go, Sasuke. They can't pronounce you. Here's a link to a Discord. That would be easy. If you wanted to advertise your Discord, just make a YouTube account with the Discord as its name.
Things and stuff. I'm gonna fall into this lava at some point. Okay. Now I need... wood than I have right now.
I think this one's banned, but hey.
Wait, what?
Oh my god. No, wait, that's another stream, never mind. We have Mike Roch in the chat. I had to make sure that I paused thoroughly in between those two words, because obviously it's like a joke name.
Right.
You'd hear on The Simpsons. Like Seymour Butts.
I'm so dumb.
What are you trying to make? Like a generator, right?
Yeah. But I made this thing, an LV pneumatic generator. Which runs off of Buildcraft stuff. Because I'm like, why not? I'm gonna do it. I'm not just gonna make it normal this time. Damn it.
We have just one of another creature made in Spore in chat.
Yeah.
Basically, that name is just Spore in a nutshell. Considering how many freaking memes are made out of this. Well, now I want to find out if the 1.14 is out.
Mm-hmm.
See. Planned release date of early 2019. Come on.
When did the last one come out?
Like the last, snapshot?
Well, I don't. Well, I was.
It's been a little bit since, like, maybe a year or so. Since the last one. The last Minecraft, like, Minecraft 1.13.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I was talking about. That's what I wanted to talk about, anyway.
You're some Japanese person.
And before some actual person comes in the chat.
Interesting, I can't read your name, I'm trying. Kargaroc. Or, I think that's or is it that Karakan? I think that's Retoro. I'm trying to read the Japanese JK. Nice. But they, like, I went to their channel because I remember seeing them before, and they have a Lavender Town Syndrome retro pasta reading.
And
it's Retro Kraken, so it is their, like, it is Retro Kraken. It's like a second account that he actually posted stuff to.
Yeah, they actually do stuff.
Like, it's not just like the video game streams you sometimes do. It was a Lavender Town reading.
Mm-hmm.
Spooky.
I believe it goes like... Yeah.
Yeah, piston made.
This mouse is in my house.
Steam engine acquired. Nice. This is another alt account, not to be confused with my main. Could never possibly confuse it. Even though it looks exactly like your regular account, but it is a different account. Oh, I accidentally exited out of the Wario playlist. On like song 50 those.
Song 50.
Yeah, the songs, there's like 54 songs in the OST, but they go fast because most of them are like 2 minutes or less. So I was gonna have to move on anyways.
I forget. Yeah, you can break this. Let's connect this with the wires. We don't need a battery. No, I believe you just put stuff in it. Need levers.
Andy Percy, hey, I am at the hospital because I broke my back. Is balls in the back? Nunny? You're in the hospital, apparently.
I'm assuming that's also Retro Kraken.
Nah. I think they're legit. I'm sorry that you broke your back. What happened?
That's fucked up, actually. I'm like, if that's Retro Kraken, that's poor in taste.
Yeah, like... freaking Retro Kraken's the common troll, who occasionally appears in our chat, and he was, like, doing a bunch of clone freaking raids. So, yeah. Sorry that we thought that, like, you were Retro Kraken there for a second, but, yeah, that
well,
really sucks.
I have a feeling that they might be.
And if you are, then
that's
obviously Retro Kraken, funny joke. But if you're not, that's legit, like, really, really terrible, and I really hope you get better.
I believe this will keep running even if you don't. You see, I don't know how this works. At least you can see it generate power.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is our system that will double our things. Kinda makes me wish... I almost want to play this multiplayer.
What, this classic thingy?
Yeah. I could set up a server, and it wouldn't be that insane. But I want to play Metroid Prime 3 soon. Not tonight, but, like, next time.
Yeah. That would be cool.
So it might not be next time either.
Yeah, I'm still working on this drawing here.
Yeah?
I added some colors. I just drew its face. The 19-second video on my channel.
Okay.
Canel.
This mouse ruined some of my farmland.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I didn't want to kill him. Until that happened.
Maybe. The mouse was secretly plotting against you the whole time. And yes, I did cookie time. And yes, it was a meme.
Everything's a meme nowadays.
Yeah.
Maybe there was something right there. That sounds like there could... oh my. I saw that. I'm like, maybe that could be like a place where mobs could spawn.
Yeah.
No, there was nothing like that in my dream.
Oh yeah. The dream. The dream.
The dream. It started as something like Jurassic Park or something. And then segued into Doctor Who.
Yes, indeed. So... Yeah, you mentioned it was half Doctor Who. I'm guessing it's still residuals because of the Doctor Who marathon.
Yeah. All I remember, like, there was this lab. There was this lab. And then it's like some evil lair. And then there was a oh. Anyway, there's this evil what the hell is this shit? It's not working.
Steam engine is out of steam.
Well, I don't know what that was about. Anyway. Some fucking... I don't know, it looked like something out of fucking... I don't know, it was like some fucking island with a, like an evil villain lair. And then, it turns out that the evil like, there was an entrance. But it turns out that it was the TARDIS.
Nice.
They just disguised some of the walls.
Is this a single player? Yes.
Yeah. Then it fucking...
We had trouble with the server, so Kargaroc's playing single player.
Let's put the iron in there. Anyway, got the iron, got the macerator all going. But anyway, afterwards there was a what happened next? Like, I remember there was a TARDIS. Then there was like, you went into the TARDIS, but like there was a it was a maze. So it's like the regular TARDIS, but like it was like a maze. And I find a room with a what was it? I find a room with a like a ladder in it.
Hmm?
I climb down the ladder, and then it goes into this big room with a bunch of. There's like handrails on the sides, and I'm like, what? I climb back up. Then there's another. I think there might have been an elevator. I go down the elevator. Or maybe it was stairs, I don't remember. I go, and then there's like a circular ring room.
Huh.
It's like a hallway that's in a ring shape. And it's a really big one. Like it's almost like a stadium or something. But it's not.
I mentioned somebody a few weeks ago, and I just found out her name 2 days ago. First girl I've had a crush on for 2 years. Dang. I don't think I've had a crush on anyone. Crushed
That's
a
my
couple
luck.
of bugs before. They're like freaking roaches. Those nah, roaches you have to get ready for. But anyways, what about the dream?
Well, I was just explaining what happened.
You were in a
Yeah,
ring-shaped hallway. It
Yeah,
was massive.
yeah, it was like one of those. It was a hallway that was really. Like, the hallway itself was really wide, and. It was really wide. And, what happened? There was like 2 levels, but one of the levels, like, you could see from the bottom. There were 2 levels, and the second level was on the bottom. Okay, let me think. There were 2 levels. You started on the bottom, and there's like half the second level's like an overhang that you could see onto. That you could see into even. And there's like a fence. But there was like a bunch of pipes and stuff on the walls. I remember like climbing, like I jumped and grabbed a hold of what was like a pipe. And I climbed onto the second level. And then I immediately got back off because, like, one of the walls opened. And it turns out there's this, like, in the center, there's this evil device. I don't know if that makes sense. There's this, like...
Evil device.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's this fucking super villain, like, super weapon or whatever. Except it was like this giant ball of liquid that's floating that this thing eats coal. And there's this giant ball of liquid that it just, like, if it's in your line of sight, then it freezes you.
Huh. Spoopy and diabolical.
Yeah. But it takes a little bit of time for it to freeze you.
So I guess in that time you can get out of the way.
Yeah. And it turns out, like, on this level, there's, like, it was getting rose up a little bit. Or maybe the walls came down. And, yeah, there was some, like, basically there was a, like, it opened up to this thing. And I got back down. And then I went back to the terrace. But then there was a, What the hell was it? Oh yeah, I fucking remember. I think I like go to sleep or something. And then when I wake up it's like, oh, I fucking remember that shit. It was all the first Doctor, and it was like the first 3 Doctors. And then I don't know where they just did stuff in the background. And what happened next? Well, you see, I remembered a lot more clearly at the beginning of the stream. But yeah, it's very, like, it was like a marathon. But it was very bizarre because it was like, it wasn't just like watching it on TV or whatever. It was like this marathon where the farther, like as it goes on, like the TARDIS changes it changes its decoration.
Huh. Transforms to a new version.
But the only ones that I saw, except for from near the very end, were like the first, second, and third. Like the early ones, which are pretty much all the same. Then like, I think after I wake up and when I go to sleep, in quotes, in the dream, it's like a bit later. I think I see the 8th Doctor once.
Huh.
But I don't see the TARDIS. That's I after that I wake up. Yeah, the most interesting part was the maze.
Yeah.
It was all white. Occasionally the light level was occasionally there was occasionally there were bits without light, but other than that it was mostly just all white walls. And yeah, I think I found another control room. Then what was next? I found a bunch of shit, most of which was complete bullshit. But yeah, then it's kind of a shame that this dream is more like, it's kind of a random events plot.
Yeah, where like stuff just happened in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it was fun though.
It sounds interesting. All the Doctor Who stuff. More consistent than my dreams. Can't even remember the one from last night. Just know it. I think it had Piranha Plant in it. That's about it.
I think the reason I dreamt about Doctor Who was because there was a first, it's great. Second, there was a thread. That was on VP. Talking about an England region. Like, they were speculating. And, the beginning was hilarious. It was basically some guy who's like, are England and France the same climate and culture? And everyone's like, lol, no.
Aren't they exactly the same? I mean, are they both posh and uptight? Yeah, kind of. Is that the end of the similarities? Yes.
Yep.
They're both posh and uptight, otherwise it's totally different. They're posh and uptight about different things. We'll say that.
Well, yeah, that guy wasn't very smart, but after that they started speculating about what the fucking region would be like. And the fucking, like, basically some guy, like, he was like, this is the regional, like, this is the professor's lab, and it's a picture of the TARDIS. The only response is like, there was some guy who's like, well, I'm not a huge fan of the show. What was it? He's like, well, I'm not a huge fan of the show. I don't remember. Like, he said something. Is like, well, I'm not a huge fan of the show. It could be pretty interesting. I think that's how it went. But wait, what the hell is this shit? What is this? This isn't a stronghold, is it?
Might be.
No wonder I was not getting any fucking mobs. I'm like, if this is a stronghold, there's mobs up the ass.
Yeah, like, what the frick? Yeah, there's some kind of dungeony thing, that's for sure.
I don't think this is a fucking stronghold.
It's a mod structure. Because strongholds, they have, I want to say cobble. Or no, they have this. This isn't a room that they would have.
What if this whole thing is, like, trapped with lava?
Probably not. For a modded structure, that would be way too devious. There's Zambinos, though.
What's down here? Oh god, it's a creeper. You know, creepers aren't even that scary unless you encounter one out of nowhere in close quarters.
Yeah.
Or if you encounter a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. We go for it.
There might be a creeper spawner. This is... Oh, God. There is a spawner. But yeah. This place is a maze. I guess a bit like the maze in that dream. Except it's not white walls. And it's not Doctor Who related. Obviously.
Hmm.
Oh boy. But I guess the maze is kind of like that. Kind of like a bunch of random rooms and random staircases. Except I don't remember the staircases. I don't even remember how I got to the first... Like, how did I get down to the first level? It might have been a ramp or something.
Oh yeah, I did actually have an interesting dream. I'll be right back, but I'll get my iPad. Because I remember like a couple of days ago I had a dream that had like a new game mode for Smash in it. It was pretty interesting, but I'll be right back.
What even is this? It's tin dust. Gunpowder. We need a bat box. I believe this version only has 20k. And you also have the battery box. But the problem... Well, that is... You have a blue electric battery. Well, it is technically a better system. Nothing ever uses it. Our ref is just basically EU renamed. It's kind of a shame that this never took off, because it is a better system for electricity. Great, there's 2 versions of tin. Okay. Need... You back?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is this dream?
Let me get it pulled up here. Notes. Let's see. SSB minigame where you can only walk for. Okay, I remember now. So it was a new update for Super Smash Bros. And there's my cat. It was a new update for Super Smash Bros. And they added a new minigame for like a new game mode, kind of. It was like this forest maze, and like this pine forest. It was like a realistic forest setting, but it was sort of like flat and board-like, kind of like a Mario Party board. And the character that either me or whoever was playing as was Yoshi. And basically the goal is you have to get through this maze, but you can only move forward. And you couldn't turn the camera. So basically you're moving forward, your character is facing the camera in sort of a tilted angle, so you can't freaking figure out where you're going. And was super frustrating, and like the lighting was kind of weird and not very bright. It was kind of dull. And the idea was that it was like a rushed addition to the game, and so it was kind of shitty. And they hadn't had time to fix it yet, but they launched it anyways. And also if you tried to turn around, like there was a way to go back, but if you turned around too sharply, like if you turned around fast, basically, you just instantly die, and that was apparently a known bug in this version. Like, I think you were meant to turn around, like be able to go back from where you came. But you tried to turn around too fast, a bug would happen and your character would just insta-die. They would just teleport to the plane under the map. So instead, I tried walking backwards with Yoshi, which worked. And I also, like, glitched the game to, like, get on a part of the map that I shouldn't be able to walk on. It was, like, this ledge next to the playable area. And that also kind of worked. And so I figured out how to, like, clip into boundaries that I wasn't supposed to be in.
Right.
And, I think it was with an editor, actually, because later on, I was still in the same map, and like, goes from this pine forest area of the maze, and I say maze, it was really just a map that had like lines drawn on the ground, or paths you were supposed to follow.
Right.
There wasn't actually anything really obstructing you from not following the path, it was just the aim of the game.
Right.
That, and also the controls gridded, so you were locked there. But, like, the first area transitions to this, like, stone shore, or this, I guess, dock area, this industrial dock area.
Right.
I guess, like a rusty harbor sort of thing. Only it wasn't rusty, it was just, like, metal. And there was some metal railing, and there was, like, a little outlet, or inlet, for boat to pull in smaller boats. And I was using like level editor at this point. And you couldn't actually get to the water like in normal gameplay because that was just scenery, it wasn't part of the path. But I like motioned the camera into the water and it made splashing sounds. Which I thought was interesting. It was like there's no graphics, like when you enter the water, there's no graphics for you entering the water. Like no particles or anything. but there's sound effects. So it made me wonder, this really must be unfinished, considering like the freaking thing is like there's sound effects for this, even though you can't interact with it normally.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was basically it. It was just a new game mode for Smash.
What was
It was
interesting
really
about
bad.
it?
The interesting thing was, I think, was just like it was really weird. I don't know why I had a dream about Smash. Like, I think this might have been a day or two before me and my brother started playing Mario Party 8 again, because we realized that the save data didn't get transferred from when we transferred all the stuff from the Wii to the Wii U, back when our Wii was on the verge of death. And so we were playing Mario Party 8 again to unlock all the mini games, and I think we might have played it before I had this dream, but I was also playing a lot of Smash. Like, that's pretty much the only game I've played in the last couple of days, because I play it in the mornings. Like, right as I'm waking up, so I can actually play games. But, like, those are, like, the two games I played in the past couple of days. So it was, like, a weird fusion of two, but the whole idea around it was that it was, like, a shitty rushed game mode for the new Smash. That they didn't actually put a whole bunch of time in, and they just put it out there even though it was broken, and you couldn't even play it properly. So it was sort of this, like, weird, like, pessimistic vibe to it, I guess. Because it's like, oh, I thought Smash was a good game. I thought Nintendo was good. Why would they rush this? But it also looked like the lighting, specifically, like, the whole feel of the game mode was, like, really bland. Like, the lighting and the color saturation was really low. So you're in this, like, kind of partially barren, not very foresty forest, with pine trees here and there and occasional bush, and it was, like, done in realist textures. Or semi-realistic, I should say. And then you had Yoshi, which looked like it was using the Smash Brothers Brawl, the Smash Brothers Brawl, model. And that rat, or a possum or whatever, is really freaking stupid. It walked into lava. But because the Yoshi's model was, like, also more realist looking, in the fact that it was really dull texture-wise. Not the freaking lime green texture that they have in the new Smash. It was like Brawl. So it just had this really dull and crappy vibe to it, and just felt really haphazard. And it was accentuated by the fact that there was water that I interacted with in editor mode, but it's like the water wasn't finished, and it's like maybe the game mode's meant to be played like a third-person game, but instead they were like, let's just make it like a board game almost. Instead. It's just really weird. I actually had a dream after that, but I don't remember much of it. I just remember I was in, like, a relative's house, and the relative's house had a suite, and I say relative's house because, like, I don't know who the relative was, or anything. It was just the idea is that I was in a house of someone who's, like, related to the family, and they had, like, a downstairs, like, visitor suite, or, like, mother-in-law's suite. I don't know what you'd call it, but it's like a second house in the house, almost like an apartment.
Strange.
It's like, they have those sometimes. We actually live in a house that has one of those, that has, like, a little mini apartment sort of thing.
What do you mean,
like
a house in a house?
It's like, I guess they're more common in Europe, because we also lived in a house that was like that. we had the house on the top, like, 2 floors, but we also had a basement floor, only instead of it being a basement, it was like a fully livable, fully fleshed out little miniature house. Just first or 1-story house.
Huh.
And it had like a kitchen and a laundry room and everything.
Like a guest room?
Yeah, basically like a guest suite, I guess, because it's a fully fledged, like almost like a hotel room, but it's like on the bottom floor, the basement floor of our house.
I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, it's I guess the idea is that like you can rent it out to a friend or something, or you can like have a relative stay there. It's more common in Europe, like in Europe places, or like I guess house renting is more common. I guess I don't know, but like our house that we live in and another house that we were going to move into back when we were first moving in to Texas. Those were like the only 2 houses in the relative area we were trying to move to that had guest suites. So yeah, but anyways, it was like a relative house, and it had like a basement guest suite, and I don't remember anything of it aside from like the guest suite being like really cluttered with just trash and crap on the ground, like stuff you just throw down there, like bags, like wrappers of stuff.
Like that one dream you had.
What stream?
The one with the one with the that 2-story house with or was it 3 stories? With the 2 rooms and the 1 room with the trash in it.
Like the one I talked about last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that, only one was like actually trash, whereas this one was like, this is like basement cluttered trash, like...
Right.
Like, people just... This was a spare room, so they were just shoving stuff in it and didn't really belong to one, whereas the other, like... Some guy was living there, and he freaking orders pizza and then doesn't clean it up. But yeah, and I don't think anyone was living there, but it's weird because I also remember kind of like going into another part of the house that also had someone living in there, so it was like an apartment apartment complex with like, because you know how some apartments or some hotels mainly will have like a door connected to another room in case you want to like make it a connected room,
right?
But the door otherwise never opens. It was like one of those sort of things I vaguely remember. But aside from that, the only thing other that I remember about it was it had like this really weird sort of spooky atmosphere, like some sort of paranormal thing going on. But I don't remember what.
Huh. That's what I thought. But it wasn't.
How long have you lived in Texas? High school was 4 years. 5 years. I think 6 years? 7 years? Probably 7 years, actually. Considering it's like just the new year, basically. It's just February, so I think it's 7 years I've lived here. And unlike all the other houses that I've lived in, my parents actually bought this one, which means he's staying here probably. Unless we actually decide to move, but yeah. And that's pretty much the dreams that I had. I haven't had any dreams other than that one that I wrote down since it was actually interesting. Whereas last night's dream, I vaguely remember maybe something Smash related, with like Piranha Plant. But other than that, it was like some sort of weird mundane-ish dream with characters and another pessimistic tone, but I don't remember anything about it other than that.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, okay. Why is it so... Huh. Oh, this is this one world.
Huh.
Didn't work out.
I
But,
guess it was like a machine.
well, this is just I was just testing stuff out. This is a...
Banjo-Kazooie music.
This is an oil refinery, which... Oh my... This is an oil refinery which converts... Well, it immediately burns the oil in a, it converts the oil to gas, then it burns the gas to generate electricity.
Nice.
It's not what I wanted to go to, though. What is this? This is that one world with the,
Railroad music? Yeah. What's his name? Grant Kirkhope is a great composer.
Right.
Like some catchy songs.
Oh, this
there
is...
was like an interview.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more talking about Grant Kirkhope and music.
Mm-hmm.
There was an interview with Grant Kirkhope about like Banjo-Kazooie's music and why he decided to go for like the kazoos and the xylophones and the banjos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And why Banjo-Kazooie's music has this weird like... I know there's a term for what type of music it is, but it's got this like sort of up and down, this bounciness to it. Like you have like Gratilda's theme and you have like Spiral Mountain. It's got this up and down sort of like,
I suppose...
like hillbilly music. I don't know.
Right.
I wish I freaking knew what it was called. But it's got this like very distinctive up and down idea.
Mm-hmm.
And when asked about like why Banjo-Kazooie's music is like that,
Mm-hmm.
he was like, "Well, I wanted to have the sort of dynamic that Banjo and Kazooie have in the game, because Banjo is like the slower, dim-witted bear, more meticulous about things, whereas Kazooie is the hot-headed bird who is really snappy about things." And so you have these like lower, slower notes, and you have these like higher pitched, like faster sounding notes, I guess. And so it gives it sort of the dynamic that the characters you're playing have. Which I thought was kind of interesting. Basing the music on the characters.
Right.
Like, obviously basing it on the areas, but having the music, the way the music moves, based on the characters and their dynamics.
Mm-hmm. I fucking remember this. What happened here? Do I have the jetpack on? I can't see it. It's not running either. In fact, I don't even know what's going on. Where is my jetpack? No, that's a regular gas jetpack. Like, where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Did I ever finish this? Oh. Well, let's... Why is there an X here? I hit J, or M, or period. Waypoints. Death points. Okay, that's... What the fuck is that? What are these points? Period. Waypoints. Is that the elevator is? Yeah, I think that's what it is. What's Tri-Monolith Ruins? You see, I've not seen a lot of these in a long time.
Yeah.
I've got a waypoint called Cool as Fuck Mind Explosion. Don't know what that is. I have to imagine it's something that I'd have to imagine that it's something impressive though. Time to fix this thing. Oh, the elevator's here. You got some entrance there? What's over there anyway? I remember making this. It's like, this is going to be the new house, except it's not, because... Let's just block that off. It never got made. Because I got bored of it.
Well.
Here's an exit. This rat. And they are actually rats. They can climb walls. Too bad this house is boring. What's up? Oh, there's nothing. I've got a diamond chest on me. I do kind of like the stairway, though. It's just that this house is like, it's just like, I just can't make cool places in Minecraft. Oh, where's the maze? I believe if I go down here.
You checked your... Oh. Oh, inventory. Oh.
I believe
like,
it.
What?
What?
It was just Retro Kraken in the chat.
Mm-hmm. I remember this. This little maze, it's not even really a maze, it's just a tunnel. It just loops through the ground a little bit, but it's classic. Time to see if these are broken. There's no power here. And yeah, it's working now. There's skeleton horses there.
Skeleton horse. It was far before they added in vanilla.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that they ripped from this. I wonder if this guy's gonna be dumb. Oh yeah. Let's just walk off of a cliff. Sun's about to come out. There's no button on the outside of the door. I can't even get in. There's this that portal that'll bring me back. And also look at this random assortment of wood colors.
Yeah. Just random wood colors. Like whatever you had on you.
Yeah. So is this stuff working? Yeah, it is. If I look at this. Dirt and gravel go into the destroyer. Wood stuff goes into this chest over here. And stone stuff. Actually, stone gets converted to bricks automatically. No wonder I was using... I remember now, I was building this. In fact, I never finished. How's that picture going?
Oh, it's pretty much done. I stopped working on it.
Yeah?
I just wanted to just throw what I had of the design out there.
Can I see it?
Decent matter. Where do you put this?
You said it's pretty much done.
Of the drawing, at least. Of like the sketch here. Just face design.
Right.
Is what I've been mostly working on.
You know, it's kind of funny that this, like, you have this, like, you know, innocent little 3D platformer, Banjo-Kazooie. And it has a lot of the same musical style as, or at least in this, I can, like, there are some similarities with, like Perfect Dark and GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Which are completely, like, you know, kind of semi-serious first-person shooters.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the instrumentation tends to be different, obviously, but, well, okay, somewhat, but like there's some instruments, like samples, that are the same. But I'm sure I recognize some of the ways they do this. Like, this is a boss theme, and I'm sure there's some Perfect Dark songs that sound similar to this. Which just amuses me.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a reason why. It's the same composer. A lot of the same instruments. But that's just not something that you think about. Like, that's just not something that you'd expect.
Yeah.
Like, why is there, you know, some Banjo-Kazooie elements in first-person shooter? I mean, I guess there is, like, that two-player mode, but, like, or whatever the hell that is, or you use Kazooie as a fucking, like, what was it? I don't remember. It might have been like a move that you do or whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
This thing, it is producing stone brick.
Boring.
I'd say it's not fast enough, but I guess the thing then is, like, instead of having one big quarry, you have a bunch of smaller ones. They all work together. Reminds me of the, I don't remember if it was like a single-player world or what. I'm sure it was like a server where I came across someone's quarry mine. It was just like a maze of quarry pits that were all underground. Anyway, I don't know what to say. I want to look at the picture you sent, but I'm kind of playing a game. And also the jetpack doesn't work because we're technically high up. I don't even think the gas jetpack would work. If I were me, if I were the mod maker, I would have made a third jetpack that's more expensive, that it would use, I don't know how the electric one works, but the gas one's pretty obvious. Electric one's sci-fi.
Yeah.
gas one's pretty obvious, but I don't know why it'll still stop working if you get high enough. That's dodgy. But yeah, it'll still stop working if you go high enough.
Yeah.
I don't know why, though. I believe, yeah. I can climb walls. I believe... Yeah, it's hard to see this. I didn't even really expect it. I mean, I didn't, like, when I first woke up, like, when I first posted that question mark, I don't know if you were, like, you showed up and I wasn't here.
Yeah. So I figured that you were asleep.
Yeah. And I was. In fact, I'm sure that I was having that dream when you showed up. But also, the first time that I posted, like when I posted that question mark, that was on the Raspberry Pi. That's why I said give me 5 minutes. It was more like 6 minutes because I had to, like, you know, move all my... I had to, like, move to the proper computer.
Yeah.
Then, really, that's about it. But you showed up pretty early. Too bad I completely messed it up.
Yeah, it's freaking game not wanting to work. It's stupid, but it happens so often to really, like, be surprised by by some weird tech diff happening, even if it's not the game itself, like some technical issue, like Wi-Fi or something.
Usually I'm not the one that has tech diffs. And usually the game doesn't glitch like that.
But yeah, like, sucks, but dang.
That time the tech diffs weren't my fault.
Yeah, it was the game itself acting fickle.
That's never happened before, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Hopefully it was just getting hung up for some weird, maybe like the server just wasn't connecting properly.
Still need to delete all those chunks. But now it's a bit more complicated because some of the what the hell? Oh. Some of the chunks have stuff in them. What's this? Oh, that's the trash can. It goes into the pipe and it gets deleted.
Rip.
Look at that right there. The texture's kind of glitched. Like it's not lined up.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
Right.
What is this stuff? Clay? Did this thing stop working? Instantly. It stopped working instantly.
Dang.
Why? Why is it glitched? Like, it's not glitched, but it's like the power isn't there. I need to go mining then. Maybe it's time to, There was that automatic mining thing. Like some guy made a thing out of something. They made a machine, a giant machine out of platforms. I forget what they're called. Frame. They made a giant machine out of frames.
Huh.
And it moves forward and mines the block. It's almost like a giant tunnel boring machine.
Strange.
But it's only for mining.
Yeah.
And I could make one of those.
Yeah, you could.
That way, well, that way I could, like, get more materials, but I think it might be slower than just getting them normally. Really, Minecraft has one of these problems of, resource gathering. I mean, yeah, it's like...
monotonous, getting more of things to make more things. That inevitably require even more things to sustain.
Clouds are all the way down there. I know I'm gonna get over there and the MFE is gonna be empty. MFE is empty. Okay, it says 20, but that doesn't count. It's kind of crazy that this village is still here. Is this a dog? He's a dog.
Nice.
Wait a minute. Oh, that's the weird dog. If I had bones, I do. Get over here. Come on. Get over here. This dog does not want to follow me. Follow me. Oh, back when... Oh, stop it! Stop it! What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
It's like...
I wanted to lead him into this pit.
It's like a weird, like, flat dog. Oh, it's angry at you.
I don't think it is angry. I think it's just not giving a fuck.
Maybe it's bugged. I don't know.
Well, maybe I'm...
Weird dog.
Shit. Fall in there. There's a crow. And a chicken. What the hell is this? Okay. I guess this isn't as mine and last. I don't remember this. Maybe I saw diamonds. I don't know. Ugh. I explored this already. Yeah. Oh, I never went up here. As obvious by the ores that are everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't think as obvious is a proper sentence. As made obvious?
As made obvious. I'm gonna guess that kind of works.
Or I guess just made obvious. Made obvious by the fact that all these ores are right here that I would have mined before. Why didn't I come down here last time with my jetpack? Like, I didn't even know... Wait a minute. I've been here before. There's two things going, and they intersect. Ravines. Also, gotta be... Wait. Oh, I thought that was like a mine shaft. Also, I gotta be careful, because... Oh, never mind. I just found my way out. I just stumbled across the exit.
Yes.
Where's my, programming room? Yeah, that was the programming room. Keep in mind that was made in 2013.
Yeah.
I'm still playing this old map.
Dang. Ancient Minecraft. Legacy Minecraft.
Oh. Damn it. That's what I wanted to do. On the new world, I'm using a I explicitly allowed going over the top with equivalent exchange. You know the one.
Yeah. The equivalent exchange map. Where the whole idea is to get the machine and then proceed to demonstrate how broken it is.
You get the... Yeah, it's a whole thing with magic. And yeah, the thing is that it actually, like, it's hilariously broken because you can, like, you can turn, like, say if you have a chest full of if you have a chest full of cobblestone, you can turn that into a diamond without having to work for it.
Yeah.
Just because you have a bunch of cobblestone doesn't mean you have diamonds. Yeah, this is my first. I think there was like a bed right here that was on a raised platform. This right here was supposed to be the farm, but I never made it because I was like, I was so bored. I was just so bored with the game.
Yeah.
It's like I could predict everything that could. I could like predict. I could tell you exactly what happens at that farm before I even made it.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh, coal. So this is right here used to be a coal chest. Yeah, there was a bunch of chests lined up right here. What a terrible place to put things.
Whoa.
This right here used to be a Oh, I remember this little room. I should make something like this again. You see, this is what happens when you get too high. When you go too high.
Yeah.
It just stops. Besides, I have a...
just can't get up there.
Yeah. I have a teleporter, though. Anyway. What was I thinking? Oh, it started to mine iron and whatnot. A rotary macerator. With a UI that's complete, like, the UI for this, like, the UI for this fucking, the graphic for the UI is different from what it actually is.
Yeah.
Because I think, like, this UI is what the rotary macerator looks like in a later version. than what this version is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, at least it's fast to, damn, that's almost as fast as, I'd say that's faster than the smelter in FTB.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the smelter, but it's just not as fast. Now, if there was an upgrade for the smelter that made it faster, that would be good. But there's just not.
Mm-hmm.
Or if there was like some kind of... Imagine... like you have those big-ass tanks, those iron tanks. Imagine if there was a block that turned... Wait, I think there is a block that turns blocks into, like, it'll turn a block into a liquid. I think it's like a liquefier. You can use a system with those. Like,
yeah.
you can use a liquefier as well as, just regular, like, smeltery, like, faucets to completely replace the smelter and have it be faster. So yeah, that just goes to show how much we need to play FTB more.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, with that, you wouldn't have to, like, you wouldn't be limited to the smelter structure. You know, like, the regular smelter kind of looks the same. There's no variation. Like, you can just make it taller and wide. Like, you can make it wider to an extent. And you can make it taller to an extent. But there's not really much of a, there's not really much of a difference. Aside from the fact that it can store more.
Yeah.
With this, you could put the tanks for different ores all over the place. You'd still have to use, you would still have to use the regular smelters to mix ores, but you could use special things and you wouldn't have to use the smeltery. In fact, you could pipe, or you could, now I'm just fucking, like, thinking, like, you could pipe ores into a, like, you could pipe ore liquids into, like, say you needed copper, like, you needed bronze, you could pipe molten tin and molten copper into a smelter, and then pipe the resultant bronze out without even having to smelt anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you could store them in separate tanks, and you could have the tanks be as big as you want. Damn it, too bad FTB didn't fucking work.
Yeah. I hope next time we try it, it'll actually freaking work.
Reminds me, what about the tree generator? How did I do that? If I, oh, come on. What is this stuff? Oh. I remember. I made a new structure called the iterative fractal generator. And, it was just the regular thing, but currently it's glitched. Oh, I was working on the lighting. And you can't see anything. But basically, my idea was to combine this system as if you could see it.
Yeah.
Combine this with the old
Ring of Doom.
combine this with the fractal generator that the old one was based on.
Mm-hmm.
If I can actually like open like what was the old stuff called? Tree test 2. This is the old program. You can actually see what it looks like. But it's more or less the same as this. Also, why does this run faster?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, it runs slower once you, like, get in it, but, like...
Yeah, from far away it runs faster, it seems.
Damn it. This is a software renderer, and it runs faster than the hardware renderer. This just goes to show how shit I am at graphics. Or OpenGL, anyway. But yeah, it's basically just this. It's basically the same thing as this. I didn't really work on the generator very much, aside from the fractal generator.
Yeah.
But yeah. Shit. How did I survive? What? I'm curious. I'm gonna be a bit, Yeah. I guess maybe the jetpack keeps you from falling too fast. How... Oh, okay. Now what? Now what? There's diamond stuff here. Yeah, look at this stuff. It just repairs your shit instantly.
D.
Sword of the Zephyr. I don't even know what that is. Pickaxe of the Core, which just auto smelts. It's like, say if you mine iron with it, it turns it into a bar. Eye of the Ender. So you could, like, find a stronghold. Wait, I have 24 Eyes of Ender? 25. I'd say that's definitely, like, enough to, like, get to the end.
Yeah.
Like, you need, like, on a completely empty ender portal, you need 12, and you need 12 Eyes of Ender. And, that would leave, 13 Eyes of Ender to find the stronghold.
Yeah.
Which is, like, plenty. I've never actually found a stronghold before.
I found some by, like, flying through the world because of creative mode, but I've never, like, happened across.
That is a weird sound that portal makes.
Yeah.
Ah. This is that castle. I believe complete with that tunnel. Yeah. Yeah, how did I could swear there was like a tunnel between two of the houses. Maybe I'm imagining it. Oh, there's coal in there that I never got.
Fancy foliage.
A bunch of beds that I don't even need. Oh, I remember now. If I go right here. Oh, it was an escape. That's a bit boring. Having to dig under the wall just to escape. And then there's a upstairs that I didn't notice. This is a pretty nice bedroom. Oh, right, then there's this, this table. And it turns out, like, I forget how it worked, but, like, there's, like, two different kinds of, wood planks. Or what was it, like, the center is a, the center was made of regular wood. The center was made out of regular wood. But, like, only this was made out of, like, actual wood. But the table actually went all the way to the edge. The table went all the way to the edge. But everything beyond this was, made out of... Like, the actual center was made out of slabs. Which tells me that clearly, originally, it was like this. And then they decided to make it longer, but they didn't use the same blocks, so it made it obvious.
Yeah.
In the absence of new TCRF stuff, I have to find my own stuff like that. Because that basically is like TCRF tier.
Yeah. Unused type stuff.
Well, I mean, really, like, yeah, it's unused, but, like, what's the point of, caring about unused stuff? Like, I know what it is, it's just that, like, obviously, the only reason you're really gonna want to care about that stuff is because you're interested in what the game could have been like.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much what that's what the deal with that table was. Obviously that table was originally like that. But who the fuck cares about a table in a table in a mod in a block game? Like, what does that tell you about the game?
Yeah. It's, I guess, fairly... I mean, it's a block game. It's complex, but it's not, like... It's still fairly basic, I guess. Like... It just works, basically. Minecraft just works. And everything else is, like, things that people can add to it.
I remember, like, fighting my way through this. Like, there was, yeah.
But there was mobs everywhere in this
Yeah.
castle.
And they were like...
Even though it's a freaking village. Like, what the heck?
There
Monsters next to villagers?
Well, I think it was just, like, skeletons with diamond armor and whatnot.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I wouldn't even be afraid. Anyway, I gotta go back down to the... Like, how do I go back down to where the place is? Gotta find the stairway. Here it is. This gets you down here where you can just go into the portal. I don't know why I decided to connect that castle to my house. Okay, that was strange. You just saw it change phase right there.
You're like, what the frick?
I never saw that before. I think I've had enough right now. I just don't want to play Minecraft right now. I do want to look at your bird, though.
Alright.
Huh.
But yeah, it's like a crow-like bird.
Right.
It's obviously still really rough, but I was just like trying to figure out some ways to spice up its face.
Mm-hmm. What's the blue lines?
The like saddle thing for it.
Right. Huh.
It's supposed to be like the whole idea is that like it's a bird that people use for like travel and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The transportation animal, even though it's a giant bird.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's kind of obvious. It's really sketchy right now, obviously.
Yeah.
Still needs, like, it's still really, early, but I do like it. I'd say, like, this kind of front is a bit distracting, but it's got the right things going for it.
Hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, I'll continue to work on it. But I do want like some sort of like curly, feathery thing going on with it, since that's
Hmm.
something a little bit different than what I've done before.
Yeah, I do like it. It's like that. I'd say the saddle should be a bit smaller, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously still a sketch, so
Hmm.
it might be inaccurate.
Yeah, I was just trying to put like a some sort of semblance of like a harness on it to get
Hmm.
the idea across.
Right. Do I have anything else? Um. Wow, there's a bunch of people on Twitch. Host giveaway. Electrical longbow, Commander Root, apricot droop fruit, another Twitch TV viewer. I feel bad now. Should I keep playing for a little bit?
If you want, but I don't really have anything to talk about.
Neither do I. I don't think anyway. There is the Raspberry Pi. I talked about it earlier. And I was on it when I first came on.
Yeah.
I gave it a fresh install. But well, okay. First, I got a new keyboard that had like it's a regular keyboard, but it has a touchpad built in, and it's wireless. It should make using it a bit easier. Um, then there's I completely reloaded. I got the keyboard. Then I got a USB flash drive and a USB hub and some like double-sided sticky pads.
Yeah.
And the idea is that I gave it a fresh install, but I set it so that it would boot off the USB drive. Then I formatted it. I gave it 2 gigs. I gave it 2 gigs of swap space, and I formatted it as F2FS, which is the file that's the file system that it's really fast, but I have lost data before.
Yeah.
The idea is that it works fine, but like it works fine, but the you don't like it gets corrupted easier than say ext2.
Hmm.
It gets corrupted easier than ext2, but it's just so much faster that it's kind of worth it. So I formatted it, and then also USB is a bit more reliable than SD card.
Yeah.
Then, well, the USB stick has it only has 4 USB ports, and all of them are extended through extension cables to the side of the computer. So I had to get a USB hub so that you can have the USB stick plugged in and also keep your ports. So I did that. Used the sticky pad to put the hub on the case. Had to program the Raspberry Pi because it wouldn't boot with otherwise it wouldn't boot because it would be what would it be? It wouldn't boot because it takes too long to initialize. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So I had to set a bit in the E fuses. I had to set a bit in the E fuses that instead of taking 2 seconds, instead of waiting 2 seconds for things to initialize, it waits 5 seconds.
Mm.
Which it gives it enough time for it to work. And it runs miles faster. I don't use ZRAM, so I get the whole amount of memory. And I'd run Chrome, and it would just take forever to start up.
Yeah.
It would take forever, and it would just it would freeze for 10 seconds if you tried to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
It was just painful. Now it runs you can actually use it.
Yeah.
Which just makes it so much better that it's not even close. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Also, the old SD card is still in there, but I formatted it just for storage. It's also ext2. Runs pretty decently. I backed up all my stuff, except for some... Oh, also I set it up a little bit better. Because there's this program called Gallery DL. It's like YouTube DL, but it downloads an entire gallery of pictures. Say if you want to download someone's DeviantArt page, there you go, and you can do it with one command.
Yeah.
And well, on the old one, there was a churroot. There's a separate install. There was a separate install that was just there so that I could run Gallery DL. And some of the files, when I used it to download images, it downloaded it to that churroot. which I didn't back up. So yeah, whoops.
Yeah, whoops.
But everything else is there, and it's only 2 gigabytes. Like, hilariously, tiny. I don't know why I just did that. That just tells you when you're bored of your mind, you just do random stuff.
Yeah, stop on crap field. But yeah, I don't got anything else to talk about. So, I'm pretty much out of info. Also, I'm getting kind of tired, so.
Okay. I think that's gonna be it then.
Yeah.
So, I also better, like... I think that's gonna be it. So,
Alright.
I'm sorry for all the tech diffs. But I hope that you enjoyed it anyway.
Yeah.
So, we'll see you next time. Don't know when that'll be. Saturday?
Yes, Saturday.
Okay. So yeah, I hope that you all have a good night. So, see ya.